Welcome or welcome back. My name is Joanne, and today, as you can tell, I do not have any eye makeup on or highlighter. I always decide that after my eye makeup. For today's video, I am going to be using the Sydney Grace Tiny Marvels palette in collaboration with Mel Thompson. Mel Thompson, she was very popular on YouTube. She passed away a few years ago, and this palette is still available on Sydney Grace's website. The proceeds go to Mel's family, and that's just really nice. I love that they do that. This is what the color story looks like. Very neutral, very light neutral, but this got rolled in for Project Level Up, and I was wanting to use my Heather Austin palette today, but I'm like, I want to use something else because I always use that palette because it's my Pan That palette. But I just decided to use this one since I haven't really used it much, and I have to hit one pan and use each shade once. So that's what I'm gonna do. I will have everything I'm wearing linked down in the description box. As always, my links are not affiliated, and I actually really like my blush today. It's a Haus Labs blush. It's from their first launch, and I really wanted to just try it to see if I wanted to get another shade during the Sephora sale, because I really want to get a Gucci blush, but I feel like I want to get a Gucci blush because it's Gucci and the packaging's pretty. But like $32, $49. I mean, there's a difference in that price. But anyways, I will probably do a haul when that happens, and then I'll do like a try on video with everything that I get, because of course I've already built my cart and I'm just continuously adding and removing things and re-adding those things and all the things. But before I get too rambly, I'm gonna go prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and I will bring you closer to do an eye look. So now that you're zoomed in closer, oops, I think it's gonna be a very neutral look today. I don't really plan my looks, I just go for what I'm feeling. I want to try Tree Hopper and see how that works as like a lid setting shade. I don't really use those types of shades, but if I can use it in every look, it's a win. I'm going to go with this Blinged Brushes E13. I was actually having trouble thinking of what I wanted to film, and yeah, this is definitely not a lid setting shade. It's a nice transition shade. But yeah, so I was having trouble deciding what I wanted to film, and I was like, you know what, since I've never used this palette on camera, I might as well just do that. That went on so nicely. I think I've used this palette like once or twice. It's like my whole collection. I've used them like once or twice, and then I got something new and I'm like, I have to use that. I'm getting away from that a lot. Just trying to use what I have, trying to pan things, trying to get lots of use out of them. And I always mention this disclaimer, but if you see a little patchiness like right here on my left eye, it's because I have a divot there, and it's just how my eye is. I promise this brush is clean. It's just stained from the mint from Cosmic Beauty Delicious Delights, because I did a mint look for St. Patty's Day last weekend. That was very bright. I'm not used to wearing bright eyeshadow. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Walking Stick right here, which is like this green toned brown. I'm just gonna take that in my crease into my outer corner. Oh, that's pigmented. And it blends out pretty nicely too. That's very nice. There are a couple more Sydney Grace palettes that I have my eye on. Specifically, I think it's their Love's Journey palette. That one's like very neutral. And then their new Unveiled palette looks very pretty too. And then I've always looked at their Unbreakable Bond palette, which is like their neutrally corally palette. Yeah. Those are really it. I've been interested in trying like their cream blushes and stuff, but I'm not the biggest cream fan, so I'm like, why would you try them? I think they have powder products. I don't know. But yeah, they always do a sale in July. So hopefully I'll allow myself to buy makeup until then. At that point. I mean, I'm allowing myself to buy makeup now. I'm just gonna take the brush from before with no additional product and blend this out a little more. That looks very nice. And then with this Bling Brushes brush, I'm gonna go in with the shade Death Moth down here. So just like a little bit of a deeper brown, pigmented. My favorite. I love a pigmented formula. Oh, I like this palette. These mattes are so dreamy. Wow. I mean, they are neutrals, but like, so at this point, I feel like everyone should be able to do a good neutral formula, but like, it's so nice. I have heard that these are so hard to hit pan on though, because they're so pigmented and they're very densely packed in the pan. So I'm kind of nervous to hit pan. And then just using that same brush from before with no additional product and blending everything together. I do a lot of blending, in case you couldn't tell. Okay, do I want to make this even deeper? Might as well. Just get another use. So I'm going to go with the shade Spider right here, which is like a deep purpley brown. And I'm going in with this Blend Bunny B1 brush. I love Blend Bunny. If you're new here, hi. Blend Bunny is possibly my favorite brand. Definitely one of my favorite. Top 3, 100%. Oh yeah. I've just been loving putting a dark shade in the outer corner. Okay, that was a lot and I barely picked up any. Okay, so what's nice is that I can use a few of these shades with my Pan That palette, which is my Adept Heather Austin palette, which is like in the corner right there. And I'm just gonna take this brush that I used with, I think it was the second shade, and just blend that out because that is intense. I think I need to add a little more on this eye to make it a little more even. I thought I picked up like a tiny bit the first time, I guess not. I've just been really enjoying doing like smoky looks. Honestly, Caitlin Costello has gotten me into using dark shades. She always uses a black in her looks. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more of Walking Stick. She always uses a black in her looks and it always turns out so pretty, and she's just inspired me to not be afraid of using dark shades because she has a fair skin tone and I'm like anyone can pull off what they want to pull off, right? So I'm like, just do it. And I really like it. This palette is heavy, man. Holding it. Also, I did play tennis yesterday, so that could be part of the reason why. I don't know which shimmer shade I want to go in. I either want to go with Marvel, which is this rose gold, or let me hold it this way, or Fire Buds right here, because that's like my favorite shade, favorite shimmer shade in the palette. Probably favorite shade in the palette. I think I'm gonna go with Fire Buds, and I just go with my finger. Like, that is so pretty. Like, it's not super sparkly or anything, but like it's so pretty. And like, you know me with sparkly shades, the sparklier the better. And I promise I'll blend that out. Just give me a second. Honestly, Sydney Grace, worth the hype. Worth the hype. Oh my god, I am so excited to be using this palette. That is a dream to work with. Oh. Just taking this brush with the darkest color and blending out the outer edge of that shimmer just to blend it into the dark shade. And then taking this brush that I use with walking stick and just blending out the edges of that shimmer. This is so pretty. Oh my god. Look at that contrast between like light and dark on the eye. Speechless. Speechless. Lower lash line. What do I want to do with my lower lash line? I think I'm gonna go in first with Death Moth, which is this darker brown that I used. And I'm gonna take that on the outer third. Normally if I use a black or something, I don't really go in with it on my lower lash line, just because I already have small eyes. And putting in the top already makes it smaller, so I don't need that. And then I'm going to take walking stick, just using the same brush. Oh, this is a Singe Beauty EO4 brush. So I'm going to take walking stick right here and just blend, take that all across my lower lash line. I feel like I kind of lost that brown, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. These shadows just blend so nicely into each other. I am so glad this got picked for my project level up. Ow. I just poked my eye. Let's not do that. And then for my inner corner, there's really only one inner corner shade in here. So I'm going to take the shade Web right here, which is a shimmer, but it looks a little more satiny than the other ones. So I'm going to take that on this Singe Beauty EO1 brush. This is my favorite inner corner brush that I have. I used to just use like a pencil brush. I'm going to try this without spraying it. We'll see how it goes. Oh. Don't need to spray the shade. That's nice. Ooh. That is so bright. Oh, I love that. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I love intense makeup. Mainly just powder products. I don't do full coverage foundation or even like concealer. Oh my god. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna take whatever is left over and just run it on my brow bone. That's the look. Oh, I love it. Such a dream to work with. Okay, I'm gonna go finish my makeup, probably do an eyeliner, do a waterline, mascara, put on lips, decide on a highlighter. I still don't know. And then I will come back and show you the final look. More this eyeliner, a little interesting. This is the final look. It's been snowing all morning. Where did the 60-degree weather go? Oh, Michigan. I really like how this turned out. I mean, look at that shimmer. Like, again, it's not the most sparkly thing, but like, it's so pretty. And this blush. Okay, I want to get more shade. But yeah, I honestly might. I'm going to the mall on Sunday too, so yeah. We'll see. I don't know how I feel about this lip with this look though. But again, I will have everything I used linked down in the description box. Oh, I did end up going with Blend Bunny, Noctilucent, of course, at Nikki. I really only started using that again because of Nikki Lynn. I will have her channel along with Caitlin's channel linked down in the description box if you're interested. But I love Blend Bunny Noctilucent. I use the green shade, which is called Transient. I use that one all the time. I've been using that so much lately. That and the purple one. Those two have been like my go-tos. I don't understand it. This is the finished look. I really like how it turned out. The eyeshadow, oh my god. Such a dream to work with. Again, yes, they're neutral shades. But like, even with neutral shades, you could possibly get like patchiness or takes longer to blend at melt. at one of my favorite palettes in my collection. But it's just so nice to work with, and I love this look so much. Let me actually grab the palette because I kind of put it away. First of all, I love the packaging. It's so cute. It's just so cute, the artwork. I love it. And just the meaning behind this now is just crazy. Like, I love it. And then this looks like such a light toned palette, but I mean, as you can tell, you can go very deep with these shades. Spider is a very pigmented, deep, like purpley brown. Gorgeous. And even Tree Hopper. I would say I have like a light medium skin tone right now in the winter. And that actually shows up as a transition shade for me. I thought that was going to be more of like a classic lid setting shade. Because I don't really ignore my nails. I need to redo them. I need to repaint them, I should say. But like even that one shows up. And I thought it wouldn't. Walking Stick is such a pretty shade. Again, it's that like green toned brown. Very pretty. And these blended out so nicely. The one shade that I'm kind of scared to use is Scarab right here, which is like that blue brown-ish red type of shade. Just because those tend to not look the best on my eyes. Just on my skin tone, like it just doesn't look the best. But I love this. I can't wait to use the rest of the shades. Like Jewel B. Look how pretty that looks. And like obviously the green. Okay, I will be using all these shades and I'm really excited for it. Now I just want to use this palette instead of my Panda palette. Oh boy. And then Web. I mean, are you kidding me? It's so bright. It's so pretty. Like it's not like super shimmery. It's like this, again, it's more of like a satiny type of shimmer, but like it's so light of a shade that it's so bright in the inner corners. And I love it. Love, love, love. And as a girl that's currently in her neutral era because of her Pan palette, I love this look. I love it so much. And I could definitely like pair this with the shade So Excited in my Adept Heather Austin palette so easily. And like I could pair that first transition shade that I used with Atlas, and then I could use Spider to darken up the look even more because PaO2 doesn't go super deep. Yeah, because that's kind of the look that I've been panning in my Adept Heather Austin palette. Yeah, it's not looking so good for my next update. I don't know if I'm gonna have a pan, but we'll see. Whatever happens, happens. I mean, I kind of just want to try to shift my mindset from being I have to only use my Pan That palette to you're just using this as a focus palette, if that makes sense. So like if you can bring in other shades to use with it, because I've always been the type of makeup user that uses a palette for an eye look. Like I will not, normally I don't reach into multiple palettes. Maybe actually getting into panning will change that. But yeah, this is the look. I really enjoy it actually, and I can see myself doing this look a lot. Let me know if you have this palette, if you've used this, if you're interested in Sydney Grace. They're more of a neutral lovers indie brand. So like if you love neutrals and you've been looking for that in indie brands, Sydney Grace, 100%. Their packaging is so nice too. I don't know, I just love their brand. Like again, the meaning behind this, like the fact that they still have this palette years later. Insane. Just insane. And they're quickly becoming one of my favorite palettes in my collection, in case you couldn't tell from this video. And with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day, a great night, whatever time it is for you. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.